Before I decided to post something on YouTube, which was like, I don't know, a couple months ago, I was afraid of social media for like 10 years. I haven't been on social media in 10 years. Not even just posting, but I haven't used any social media besides YouTube, watching YouTube for 10 years now. I was on Facebook in college and I had a MySpace in high school. But mostly I think I was on those because I felt like I had to be on those in order to like date somebody. And I was really afraid, like I never really shared personal thoughts or like any actual like struggle I was having or any big wins or like goals I achieved or things I was working on. I did sometimes share like a finished product. Like if I finished work, like I was working on music in college and I would of course post the songs the tracks when they were finished. But I definitely didn't share anything personal. And part of that was like a privacy thing, I guess. I didn't want people to know what was going on with me, but it wasn't necessarily because I wanted it to be private, like just for its own sake. It's like I didn't want judgments from other people about what I was doing. And that may have been the right call at that time because I probably wasn't emotionally ready to handle judgments from other people about what I was doing. And I still feel like I'm not emotionally ready to handle judgments. Like I still want to do my thing and put it out there just as like a take it or leave it kind of thing. And even though I'm still worried about being judged, I'm doing it anyway. And I want to talk about the mindset shift that led me there and why you should be creating on social media or creating in public. So I think I always had these fears in the back of my mind, and that's why I didn't share things. I felt like people are going to judge me, people might laugh at me, I don't have things to say that are worth sharing, or like I hate internet arguments, like the comment section is always like a cesspool. Or like I only want people to see like the finished product of something that I made. I don't want them to see it like in progress because it's not done. It's not like representative of like my full ability. And all those come down to, I think, is a fear of being judged, which is essentially like a fear of people not liking you. And of course, some people in the world are going to judge you. Like if you make something or if you say something, someone's going to disagree. And I think ultimately what it comes to is you just got to do it anyway. Like it can be hard just worrying about that. And when it happens, like it's upsetting. Like I'll just like focus on it in my mind and I'll keep thinking of like things that I could say or could have said if like on the off chance somebody like disagrees with me or somebody like judges something or doesn't like something that I made. But ultimately it's a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of you. Like when people's judgments of things they come from inside them. They're like filtered through the lens of all their experiences, opinions, preferences, and you just like that's their own thing. You can argue with it, but it's about them. And so they can express them and you can express you, and you can like those can be separate. Even if they're expressing their feelings about your thing that you made, it's still just like this meeting of two separate things. Like one expression meets another expression. If this expression is like art or music or a video or something you wrote, and this expression is like an opinion or a judgment on that art, like those are still just two separate expressions. And separating those, I think, gives you the power to like accept that they said that or they think that or for whatever reason they expressed that, and it doesn't have to impact you. It doesn't have any, you can take that or leave it. And that's the big piece. The other piece is that I think like the chances of people like spending their time to comment negatively are a lot less than the people who spend their time to comment positively. Like people who don't like your stuff, they're just going to move on. Like they're just going to ignore it, most of them. Like if I don't like something, I don't interact with that anymore. Like I don't go out of my way to like shit on this person. And some people do, but I think it's like a small percentage. And that can feel kind of scary too, that like people are just going to ignore what you have to say, or they're not going to, like you're just going to be posting stuff and you're going to be posting into the void. But it's freeing because especially if you're just starting, the stuff that you post, maybe it won't be good. Like maybe that's what you're worried about. Like it's not good enough. And maybe that will be true, but that's okay. You don't have to start out like at the end of your creative and professional journey. It's empowering if you start at the beginning and you make that public, because it's realistic. Everybody starts at the beginning, and other people will see that and they'll be empowered by the courage you had to start and to start in public. And the big benefit for you is that you'll get a lot of practice. And in the beginning, when you're just posting into the void, it's good because you get to practice like without this potential huge audience in your mind, like judging you or worrying about you. Like if you've worried about this for a long time, like I have, you may not have thought that when you first start posting stuff, nobody's going to see it. Like you're just going to be posting and you're going to get like no comments on it, no shares, no like followers or whatever. And that's good. That's totally cool because you get all this practice, you get all this time to figure out what you want to say, how you want to say it, how you want to make your thing, how you maybe can make it better or change it. And the advantage of like, if you can realize that and just get started, like that's how you express yourself in an authentic way in the world and follow your interests. Like that's like the road to self-actualization, right? Like being able to authentically express yourself. And plus you give other people the chance to express themselves authentically, like by showing where you start and not like deleting your old stuff or like trying to make it always appear like you've always been polished or like you always know what to do. That brings people up because they see that they can get started too. The title of this video comes from an interview that I saw some time ago on Diary of a CEO. I don't know if you've heard of that YouTube channel, but this guy interviews like a bunch of people about things. Like, crazy format for a show. He interviews like a bunch of like successful people to get their take on things, whatever. Anyway, he was interviewing this ex-Google VP Egyptian engineer named Mo Gaudat. And he's like an AI expert. And he was talking about how in the upcoming age of AI, where like AI is at first learning from us and then eventually like teaching us. But at first it's learning from us. And so in order for things to turn out well, it needs good input. And a lot of its input, if it's connected to the internet, is going to be social media. And so he was saying that good people have a responsibility to be on social media so that like we can teach AI to be good, that like we're worth saving. And that's like a whole other can of worms. But the point of that I think is relevant here is that if you have something to express that's good, that's born from like the joy in you, then you should share that. And it's not a responsibility. You don't have to do that. There's no pressure, there's no weight, but that's going to bring everybody up. If you make something that you love, or you just try to make something that you love, like the net benefit is only good for you and for everyone else. And that's really cool. That's like I don't know. It's affirming to hear that and to think about it, that you have something worth sharing. And it's good for you to share it, to do it. So if you feel like this is you, like you have creative interests or interest in sharing or doing something on social media or in public, I have like a challenge for you. And the challenge is try posting something in the next 24 hours. It doesn't have to be good. You don't have to prepare a big thing. You don't have to like start a project from scratch. You don't have to like execute your big vision today. And don't give yourself a week to worry about this. Just post something within the next 24 hours. It doesn't, whatever it is, just anything. Just to get started and to be in the habit, to start building the muscle of sharing stuff, of posting stuff, publishing. And if you hear this and you think, oh, I'm down to do this, but I really have to do this today. Like I'll do it tomorrow, or I really have to focus on this week. I mean, this sounds like a great challenge, but I just have this priority. I mean, I'll do this next week. Fuck that. Just take 5 minutes, take 3 minutes, record something quick, write something quick, just find an old project that's okay and publish it. 24 hours from right now. I believe in you. I believe in Captain Planet. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, you could do it. Thank you for watching this. If you do post something, send it to me. Post it here too. I'd love to see it, or not. Nobody has to see it. Just post something. All right. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.